Hello, my name is Manyonda. I'm a professor of obstetrics and gynecology based in London in the UK, although originally I'm from Zimbabwe. I have been working with Human now for more than a decade on a variety of topics of mutual interest, but of particular relevance to health needs in India. I want to start by just briefly addressing the issue of cervical cancer. My message is very simple, and it is this. It is vaccinate, vaccinate, and vaccinate. You have heard that in the Western world, the incidence of cervical cancer, the morbidity and mortality from it has dramatically reduced over the past 20 years or so. Whereas in India and other parts of the developing world, the commonest cancer that kills women is cervical cancer. Now, the reason there has been success in reducing this condition in other parts of the Western world is because of the setup of very effective screening programs. The screening programs that mean that women who are at particular risk are targeted for pap smears, that they are closely followed up, that there are effective recall systems, that there are facilities for carrying out colposcopy, and that the subsequent treatment and surgical facilities are available. In the UK, for example, there are less than 4,000 cancers of the cervix per year. This translates or compares very, very negatively when you look at the situation in India, or indeed when you look at my native Zimbabwe. Now, if any of the developing countries wish to make any dent, any progress into reducing this scourge of women's health, I don't believe that it will be achieved by setting up similar screening programs such as those that exist in the Western countries. It is extremely expensive to set up pap screening programs, to set up colposcopy services, to set up laboratories that would look at the smears, and to have the cadre of gynecologists that would need to perform the colposcopies that would be required. It is possible for the developing world to leapfrog the Western world by vaccination. While it may seem as if the cost of the vaccine may be prohibitive, actually, it is up to the politicians, it is up to also the health professionals to recognize that the numbers, the masses that require the vaccine, and appropriate negotiations with the companies that produce the vaccines could mean that the prices could be dramatically reduced. And in this way, by vaccinating the appropriate age groups, within 20 years or so, we would see a dramatic fall in the incidence, in the morbidity and the mortality from cervical cancer. So my message here is very simple. It's vaccinate, vaccinate, and vaccinate. Now, Dr. Divak and I have been working on other areas over the past 10 years or so, and these include conditions such as anemia, which are highly relevant to the Indian situation, where a vast majority of women enter pregnancy being anemic. And some of the research that we've done together, some of the collaborations that we have undertaken, have seen the introduction and uptake of intravenous iron as an effective tool for the eradication of anemia. There are other areas of interest, of course, such as thyroid screening and also gestational diabetes. These are but just a few of some of the issues we have tackled. Thank you very much.